General interview questions and answers for cruise ship storekeepers. 1. What is your salary expectation? I would expect a salary that aligns with my experience and responsibilities. Based on market research for similar roles, I would say between insert range. However, I am open to discussing this based on the overall compensation package. 2. What makes you the best candidate for the job? My proactive approach to inventory management, combined with my understanding of how these operations affect guest experiences, positions me uniquely for this role. I have a strong work ethic and a commitment to excellence. 3. When can you start working? I can start immediately or as needed, depending on your schedule. 4. What are your greatest positive strengths? My strong organizational skills and attention to detail are my greatest strengths. I excel in managing inventory efficiently and ensuring compliance with protocols. 5. What are your greatest negative strengths? I can be quite detail-oriented, which sometimes leads me to spend more time on tasks than necessary. I am actively working on balancing thoroughness with efficiency. Do you have any questions? Yes, could you elaborate on what a typical day looks like for a storekeeper on board and the team dynamics within the storekeeping department? 7. How do you deal with a conflict with a coworker? I would approach the situation directly and professionally by discussing the issue with my colleague in a calm manner, aiming to understand their perspective while also sharing mine to find a mutually agreeable resolution. 8. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? In 5 years, I see myself in a leadership role within the inventory management field, perhaps overseeing the storekeeping department and contributing to larger company strategies. 9. Why should we hire you? My experience, combined with a genuine passion for creating memorable vacation experiences through efficient operations, makes me a strong fit for this role. I am committed to excellence at every level and look forward to contributing positively to Carnival. Part A. What is the hazardous temperature for food stores? The hazardous temperature range for food storage is generally between 41 degrees (-5 degrees) and 135 degrees (57 degrees). This range is known as the temperature danger zone, where bacteria can grow rapidly, leading to foodborne illnesses. What are the daily routines of a storekeeper? Daily routines of a storekeeper typically include receiving and inspecting incoming shipments, verifying stock levels, organizing and storing items, conducting inventory checks, maintaining cleanliness in the storeroom, and preparing items for distribution. They may also manage documentation and record-keeping related to inventory. What are the responsibilities of a storekeeper? The responsibilities of a storekeeper include maintaining accurate inventory records, ensuring proper storage conditions for various goods, conducting regular stock audits and cycle counts, managing stock rotation, e.g., FIFO, training and supervising warehouse staff, ensuring compliance with safety and health regulations, handling and reporting discrepancies in inventory. Define FIFO and explain its procedures as a storekeeper. FIFO stands for First In, First Out. It is an inventory management method where the oldest stock, first in, is sold or used before the newer stock, last in. The procedures for FIFO include arranging inventory in a way that older items are more accessible than newer items, regularly checking the expiration dates of perishable goods, monitoring stock levels to ensure that the oldest items are utilized before they spoil. Name sources of safety information about chemicals. Sources of safety information about chemicals include safety data sheets, SDS, material safety data sheets, MSDS, government agencies, e.g., OSHA, EPA, industry regulations, manufacturer labels, and documentation. What are the safety measures when handling packaging? Safety measures when handling packaging include using appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as gloves and masks, ensuring proper lifting techniques to avoid injury, checking for sharp edges or damage on packaging before handling, following proper procedures for disposing of or recycling packaging materials. What is PPAR? and give 2 ways how it helps you as a storekeeper. PAR stands for Periodic Automatic Replenishment. It helps a storekeeper by ensuring optimal stock levels are maintained, preventing stockouts and overstock situations, streamlining the ordering process, as PR systems can automatically trigger reorders based on preset criteria. What is the other name given to FIFO, and how does it differ? The other name for FIFO is First Expired, First Out, FEFEO. While both FIFO and FIFO aim to minimize waste, FIFO focuses on the order of receipt, whereas FIFO prioritizes the use of items based on their expiration dates, making it especially important for perishable goods. Part B. Narrate a typical day as a storekeeper. A typical day may begin with reviewing stock levels and preparing for any incoming shipments. Upon arrival of stock, I check the delivery against purchase orders, inspect for quality and quantity, and enter the information into the inventory system. Throughout the day, I may assist with picking items for orders, conducting inventory checks, and organizing the storeroom. I also ensure that health and safety standards are maintained and address any discrepancies with the team. Narrate responsibilities as a storekeeper with your previous experience. In my previous experience as a storekeeper, I was responsible for managing inventory, including the reception of goods, storage, and distribution. I maintained accurate records in the inventory management system, oversaw stock rotation, and conducted weekly audits. I also trained new staff on safety procedures and the proper handling of materials. Financially, I was involved in budgeting for stock purchases and minimizing waste to help optimize costs. Kindly state your actions as a storekeeper when you receive items infected with insects. If I receive items infected with insects, I would immediately quarantine the affected items to prevent contamination of other stock. I would assess the extent of the infestation and decide whether to discard the items or treat them based on company policy. I would also inform the management team and maintain detailed records of the incident for future reference. How do you handle heavy packages as a storekeeper while receiving stock items? When handling heavy packages, I use proper lifting techniques, such as bending my knees and keeping my back straight. If necessary, I utilize equipment like dollies, forklifts, or pallet jacks to move heavy items. I also ensure that the path is clear and safe to avoid accidents during the handling process. Kindly give temperature readings for the following storerooms. A. Chiller room, 32 degrees to 40 degrees, 0 days to 4 degrees. B. Freezer room, 0 degrees or 18 degrees, or colder. C. Dry storeroom, 50 degrees to 70 degrees, 10 days to 21 degrees. Importance of putting or arranging stock in order. Arranging stock in order is important for several reasons. It enhances the efficiency of inventory management, making it easier to locate items. It facilitates stock rotation, such as using FIFO, reducing wastage from expired items. It minimizes the risk of accidents by ensuring that aisles and pathways are clear. It improves overall productivity by streamlining the picking process for orders. Feel free to modify these responses as needed to reflect your experiences and insights. Good luck in your interview. Remember to personalize your responses and practice them for a confident delivery. Please subscribe to get more videos on cruise ships, jobs, interview questions, and answers.